Hello and welcome to this review of Jesse James. The original Jesse James, America's Outlaw Bourbon Whiskey. First taste of freedom. Okay, this is a liter bottle, I do believe. Let's see, it's 80 proof. And it is bottled in California, but it doesn't say that it is distilled in California. So it's a sourced product. I don't know who makes it for Jesse James Dupree, who's got a whole line of clothing, other kind of things like tools, not tools, but not just clothing, and then a whole line of whiskeys, Tennessee whiskey, single barrel whiskey, small batch, different flavors, honey and spice and so forth. All right, but I found the original bourbon, and it says here, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff. You can read on the website, but it says charcoal mellowed and aged in oak casks, which would be required to be bourbon. It have to be new charred oak cask. And then on the back it says this whiskey is at least 24 months old, so it's 2 years aged. Notice it does not say straight bourbon, it just says bourbon. So yes, charcoal mellowed, filtering it through charcoal or not filtering it through charcoal. Some people say, it's about the Tennessee whiskeys and all. It's charcoal filtering is irrelevant to what is the legal definition of bourbon, okay? But I don't know why they're not calling it straight bourbon. Okay, anyway, because of its age, at least 2 years in charred oak barrels, and it would have to be new barrels to be bourbon. If not, they could call it whiskey, but not bourbon. I don't know. Can't explain that one. Some things are not called straight bourbon because they're not aged at least 2 years. They got to use new charred oak. All right, anyway, so that's a mystery. I can't explain it, but I can tell you this. I bought this liter bottle for $7.99 at Savannah discount. That's the truth, and that's definitive. Okay? Things gluggy. Trying to see if this bottle design is familiar to some company. I don't think so. He has a video posted on his own website about how to learn to drink bourbon. He's talking about make sure you have a man cave and you have to pop popcorn. And he made some ice, an ice ball. He had this little mold with the ice, and it was a funny video. I'm not outside, all right? It's hot and I don't want the sun shining down on me. All right. The appearance, it's like a chestnut appearance, I guess you call that. Kind of a light copper. It's pretty. Are you going to find it for $7.99 a liter? Not likely. I don't know where Savannah Discount gets these deals. I don't ask. I bought it. I never heard of the product. I did research and found out. Got the link below. Alcohol eggs, well, yes, a little bit. They're kind of ragged, but maybe this glass is causing that. I don't know. This Woodford Reserve glass. Well, Woodford Reserve is a quality product. All right, let's go with the smell. I get a little sweet corn. That's about it. Yeah, a little wood, a little light oak. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. If any of you guys or gals out there got insight on why this would just be called a bourbon instead of a straight bourbon, let me know. Yeah, corn. Is it 100% corn? I don't know. The mash bill, they don't release that, but I bet it's mostly corn. Might have a little rye. There's a little touch of spice in it. Might have a little wheat, but I doubt it. Is bourbon allowed to be 100% corn? Yes. Do you have to add other grains? No. Are you allowed to? Yes. As long as they're no higher than 49%. If it's 51% corn, you got it. Okay. Does bourbon have to be made in any particular state? No, it doesn't. Any state will work. I don't know about U.S. territories. I don't know how that works. It says the United States. I don't know about, that's a question you'd have to ask the U.S. government authorities about. If it's made in Canada, it cannot be bourbon. It can be bourbon style whiskey. But they couldn't even do that with Crown Royal. They made one and they called it bourbon mash. Crown Royal bourbon mash, and the U.S. government, under pressure from bourbon producers, said, "Oh, well, you can't call it that," even though it clearly stated on the bottle that it was not bourbon. But they said, "Oh, well, okay, well, they changed the name to Blender's Mash." It's mild. Now, the main characteristic of this product is very mellow and mild. It's very smooth. Just smooth. There's no sharp edges. It just flows. So whoever's making this for him, he's telling them, do it this way. I want it to come out like this, and I'm sure that he wants it smooth. Would it benefit from more aging? I suppose 2 years though is the minimum for straight bourbon. Like I said, regular bourbon could be 6 months. I saw one that was 6 months. I didn't buy it. It was very light. But it might have been good. I don't know. Just didn't buy it. Finish is kind of a short finish. Maybe short to medium. Body's medium. Light, low medium. Is it a remarkable product in the sense that it's unique and exciting and all that? No, I wouldn't say that. It's just mild and mellow and enjoyable. And for the price I got it, like I say, like at least half price. Yeah, it's fantastic. The regular price probably, about $17. I think I saw it for something like that, $17.50. Yeah, now that was for the 750 milliliter, not the liter. I'd like to try the Tennessee whiskey and the single barrel and the barrel. Well, I wouldn't want to try the barrel proof; those are too strong. But yeah, fine product. Sourced whiskey. It's common. Some people don't like the concept. They take offense to it. Like, how dare you sell me a whiskey made by someone else? And, it's a common thing in Scotland. It's a common thing in the United States. It's a common thing in Canada. It's not really worth having a hissy fit or tripping out over it. You say, "Oh, I'll take a chainsaw to that," but it's just not worth it. I got a bunch of those. What they call them in Scotland, private bottling or whatever they call it. Scotches, and they probably taste fine. Now he was saying to add some ice. I'm gonna get a little ice. I think it's just gonna make it taste watered down, but he's talking about how it helps it. He made the product, or he had it made for him. Oh yeah, it's called independent bottling in Scotland. No, I did not go look up on a phone to get the name. I was getting ice. I just remembered it. Independent bottling. Crack the ice. Just Tastes like colder bourbon with water in it. Tastes nice. Sometimes I'll have beer that has a little water in it. I've had beer with over ice. I wasn't thrilled with that. My grandmother used to drink beer over ice, but somebody told me his grandmother likes to drink whiskey with milk. It really doesn't matter how you like to drink it. The best bourbon whiskey is the one you like the most. If you work along those lines, you'll have a lot of success. How would I score it? I like it a lot. I mean, everything doesn't have to be super strong, barrel proof, aged 12 years with a number 4 char, you know. Not to say I'm against any of that. I mean, personal preference, I'm not for barrel proof, but some things could be mild, mellow, and sort of light on their approach. And this one is that. So for that kind of style, a young bourbon, can't see why I wouldn't give it like a 92. An A minus, not quite to A. That could change. I can't see the score going lower. When I start doing taste challenges, I don't see the score going lower. Will I be able to tell it apart from other bourbons? I think I might because of the lightness of it, but time will tell. But I think that could be the clue that I'll use to differentiate. So 92 out of 100, 9.2 out of 10. If you see it for a normal price, you know, like shopwalmart.com or albertsons.com or Total Wine and More or Specs, and you could get an idea of the regular price depending where you live. So Les Le Bon Ton Relais, a really good product, and I'm going to end this review by saying I guess you can't really go to the distillery. Just get on their website and check out what they have to offer. It's a lot, a whole lot. Thank you very much.